district, and everybody knows I do not use this show to talk politics, but let me tell you something. You come at me, I'm defending myself. I'm going to defend myself. You have my opposition, my opponent, that is saying that he is siding with Michael Bush. Do you realize what's in northern Baltimore County? Horse farms. Here's an individual that solely tried to kill it. Unreal. Talking to Ted Nugent, again, in the next hour. Somebody, my opponent, saying, well, we need reasonable gun restrictions. What is that? Who is going to stand up and say, no, I'm going to protect the Second Amendment. I will defend the Second Amendment. I will not buy into the rhetoric of all this. Are you hearing that? Of course not. What you're seeing is Saul Alinsky tactics. That's what you're seeing right now. So I'm sorry if I sound a little passionate, but here's the deal. I will defend myself. I will not be intimidated by losers. And by definition, that's what Doug Riley is. This is a seat that, by the way, I like Senator Brochin. I consider the guy a personal friend. I do. This is a seat that the Republicans have needed from 2006. Since 2006. And they've put up the wrong candidate, starting with Doug Riley. And what's he doing right now? He's attacking a known conservative with a consistent voice via who knows. But he's a lawyer, and my opponent's a lawyer. So for all the fifth graders out there, start connecting the dots. And my opponent that has no track record other than saying that the Democrats balance him out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have listened to me over the last 10 years, I have no problem with the opposition. I have a great relationship with the mayor to the point that I have caught an awful lot of flack for it with the Baltimore City Council. I do not talk down to people because I do not agree with their ideology. I never have. But you know what? I have a core. And there's some things that you don't bend on. So if you're going to be in the House of Delegates and you're getting in bed with Michael Bush that's trying to kill the industry of half the county, that should be a problem. When you have a constant assault on the Second Amendment that we have in this state right now, and you don't have the courage to stand up for that, that should be a problem. And again, when you use Saul Alinsky tactics to attack your opponent, which is what the opposition does all the time, which is why we are losing support within our own party, that's a problem. But go ahead and play your games. Doug Riley? Or are you just trying to make a name for yourself? And by the way, if you're not connected to my opposition, why are you so concerned about all this? Now, in all fairness, I don't know, 30 years ago, I don't know how deep the swamp is these days, he was on the county council. And then he back in 2006, he ran against Jim Brochin. You know, because he calling to do it. An election that he should have won. And the guy that my opponent is slating with also ran against Jim Brochin and lost that race. That, by the way, was after the Democrats redistricted Brochin at his own seat. And he still won. I mean, it's one thing to be a loser. It's another thing to be a loser on steroids. Now, I'm sorry if this comes across being harsh. Do we want to win this or not? Do we want to continue to go down a one-party rule line, which is where the state is going to go if we do not get in line on a lot of things? And I am sorry, when you have a Republican that is running for state senate in a very important district right now that is saying, hey, look, I'm going to be Michael Bush's lapdog, or I have been, that's a problem. So I'm glad that he found his little Bill Ayers out there. And I'm not spending the whole show on this because that's not the reason why I come on the air. But I'm telling you right now, not taking this, because this is too important. And this message is too important. And conservatism is too important. And I'll tell you right now, I will not be forced out of this because of a bunch of losers. Be right back.